Alright, another common usage for percentages in math, particularly in this packet, is a percentage of change. They want to know how much did something change from one period to another. This is typically done using wages, right? Pay increases or decreases, or sales prices. Alright, they will give you two numbers. They want you to find the percentage. Okay, when we're dealing with percentage of change, we take the two numbers they give us. For instance, let's work with pay. Okay, if they tell us Jack started at $10.34 an hour, right? After 6 months, Jack gets a pay increase to $12.16 an hour. Okay, they want to know what percentage increase is that. The way we find a percentage increase or a percentage of change, whether it be money, wages, or sales, okay, is we find the difference between the two numbers, our original number and our new number. And remember, difference is a code word for subtraction. Okay, so in this case, we're going to take our new number, 1216 minus 1034. When we're dealing with percentage of change, we don't want to work with negative numbers. So we always take our big number and subtract our smaller number from it. Okay? In this case, we're dealing with decimals. I'm going to rewrite this going down because it's easier for me. 12.16, 10.34, and I'm doing subtraction. 6 minus 4 is 2. I have to borrow here. 11 minus 3 is 8. My decimal comes straight down. 1 minus 0 is 1. Minus 1 is 0. So my change from one pay scale to the other is $1.82. In order to find this as a percentage, I put this number over my original pay. Okay? So I put $1.82, 1.82 divided by 10.34. Okay, this will give me a decimal. You can work this out long form. I know you can do it because we've had to do it before. In this particular instance, I'm going to use my calculator because it makes things easier. My suggestion to you is practice it once or twice by hand. Do it long form. That way you make sure you know how to do it. Double check it using a calculator, and then after you've done it a couple times, go ahead and use your calculator from there on in. So in this case, I've got 1.82 divided by 10.34, which is going to give me, so it might give me a fraction, but I want it as a decimal. It's going to give me a 0. Very long decimal, 176015473. Realistically, I only care about the first 3 numbers or so. Okay? Round if you have to, because again, we're looking for a percentage. So I change this to a percent. 17.6%. And this is my answer. The percentage of change from this pay to this pay after 6 months is 17.6%. There are a lot of steps in this, it may seem, but this is how you figure it out. Okay? You can do this with a sale as well, and that is a very common way they will give it to you. They will tell you frequently that a sales price, alright, let's use leather jacket. Alright, let's say a leather jacket is typically $120. However, it's currently on sale for $90. What is the percent of the sale? How much, what is your percentage off, right? We work this the same way. We take our numbers, we find the difference. So 120 minus 90, right? In this case, that works out to be, what, 30? And we divide that by the original price, 120. In this case, we're using whole numbers. It makes things a little easier, right? We're still going to end up with a decimal. 30 divided by 120. It's going to give me a nice, easy decimal in this case. It's going to be 0.25. Which, once we change it to a percentage, right, we move that decimal twice, comes out to 25%. That is your sale. Your sale is 25% off. Not a bad sale, right? Sometimes they give this to you in different methods. Sometimes they'll tell you, if my starting price is $120 and it's 25% off, what is my sales price? That's a lot easier to figure out. You take your percent off, you multiply it by your original price, that'll give you your new sales price, right? Or it'll give you your percent off, rather. For instance, let's take this one. We know our original price is $120. If they didn't tell us our sales price, right, they didn't give us this 90, but instead they gave us a 25% off. Okay? Calculators are nice for this too. You can do it by hand. You can take your percentage, 0.25, right? We convert it back to a decimal, times 120. Gives us 30. I know you can't see it on this. Times 0.25 is $30. Now that doesn't mean your leather jacket is going to cost you $30. This is the amount you're going to save. 25% off of 120 is 30. So then we have to take 120 minus 30, and our new price is $90. A lot of people will stop right here and tell you, oh, your new price is $30. Don't do that to yourself, okay? Because I guarantee you your A, B, C, D answers, they will have 30 on there, because it's a very common mistake. Lots of people do it. If you do it, don't feel bad. Lots of people do it. Start catching yourself now, and you will prevent yourself from doing it when it's really important, which is on the test, okay? This is your percentage of change. Okay? How much change how much did something change, okay?